So that's how we have to learn.
I want the infighting to stop. Like
that has to stop.
The last thing you want is to turn around and it's, you know, the people who look like you and have the same roots as you. History different, but roots are different.
They talk about the tribes within Africa that don't rock with each other at all. They come all the way here to America and then they complain about us.
But roots are different, and to get that, like, that's what I want. You know what I mean?
But
like
then there's the sellouts, like the defective Negroes that I talk about. Stephen A. Smith, the Larry Elders, the Candace Owenses, all of those defective. And there's one brother, I'm gonna call him out soon. They were asking him, well, what did you think about the things about what they showed about the Obamas and the monkey shoes? And this black dude was like, I didn't see what the problem. I'm gonna get him though.
I know. I think I know.
There's like there were other pictures there that were just. They all have that look.
The social media posts from President Trump that depicted President Obama and the First Lady as monkeys. Did you find that racist at all?
Actually, I watched the entire video, and if you watch the entire video, it was depicting many Democrats in the vein of Lion King, and the fact that they were just going to take one snippet of that and then try to paint a brush and say that all of a sudden President Trump is a racist guy, I think is ridiculous.
Get him though.
I know. I think I know.
There's like there were other pictures there that were just. They all have that look.
And look, either you believe the president is racist or you believe that he is not. I don't believe he's not. I know he's not.
It's just so.
You know how you can always call them
asymmetrical Negroes. They just have this off look, and they don't look like they go to good barbers.
That's it. It's always the hairline.
It's the hairline.
Are no good. I'm telling you.
Stephen A. Smith.
It's the hairline.
It's the barbers.
I'm telling you.
I know they don't go to a barbershop with real because barbershops is where everybody's talking. They don't go. They go to like probably some white guy goes like.
They go to Supercuts.
They go to Supercuts.
Why would you think of the same?
They go to Supercuts.
They're going.
And what do they put on top of the bowl?
In the bowl, and there's this.
They get a protractor or something like a
or a Flowbee. They got a Flowbee going on.
What is that?
A weed whacker.
It's like a weed thing, and it Flowbees your hair.
They don't go to the real barbers where we talk that real stuff.
I had a few people say to a black man, why are you going in on Godfrey? Godfrey plays both sides of everything. Godfrey is turned into a politician. That's all. And he touched the nerves. You know what I'm saying? I had to give him the business. But I got no problems with the 154 podcast. It's an African podcast with two Africans, and now they bring in their African friend. And that's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing to talk about African shit. It's just when they start sound like they're trying to talk for black Americans that I get a problem with them. What we got wrong and why we don't do this, and if black people just, and then this we, but they, it's like weird. As black Americans, we don't get to we and they. It's always we. We do not spend our time saying what Africans need to do amongst Africans. Nor do we spend our time saying that about Venezuelans or any other group. It's just, I notice this paternalistic, like talking down, like this, you know what I'm saying? Like they're directing traffic or something. And that becomes insulting as hell to us. You may not recognize it. I'm saying, well, they may not recognize it, but I see it. We need to try to get the black American and we need to work together. Go work it out with all those countries in Africa. Even in this podcast, fam, it's a long clip. They talk about the groups within, the tribes within Africa that don't rock with each other at all. That there are beef with these tribes in Africa. They come all the way here to America, and then they complain about us not getting along with them. But they can't get along with people that they're right in their own, they're the next door to them in their own, it's a continent, but it's like a village. It's like right over there. So my thing is, I'll just point out, look, it's not about hate. It's not hate. It's just pointing out something that needs to be said. Keep our name out your mouth. And people need to stop falling for, these people are very supportive of us. Yeah, for why though? Why do you think that is? I want to question, your ability to see through nonsense. Why? Do you think it's because they're the saviors? They are sent from God, they're saints? Or do you think maybe there's there's money attached to it? How much money you think Joy Reid would make talk about African shit? Now, she's got to try to align herself with Black Americans in order to make money. Same thing with Godfrey. Why do you think he spews all that stuff about Black Americans and inventors and blah, 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 blah? Dog, you don't think there aren't Black Americans who know Black history? Huh? Where do you think he learned it at? He learned it in Black schools, right? So there are Black Americans who know Black history. Why do you think he talks about it? You think it's because he's kissed by an angel? You think God came down and you need to please talk to the Black? No, it's for money. It's for access. So at least what we could do is, man, look, like I have no problems with your podcast. I don't even know the other dude. I think it's great to have an African podcast. It's dope. And they can talk about African-related stuff amongst themselves. But it's just when it sounds like they're trying to be directive towards us as in what we need to do. I mean, just like this thing where it's like, look, Wesley Hunt is who they were talking about when they said the Republican that was giving Trump a pass about the cartoon. I mean, we're not talking about a cartoon, you know? I don't feel a need to try to have to defend Obama's rich ass. Obama wasn't defending me. He was in office and he wasn't defending me. He was the most powerful man in the world. And what was he saying? Hey, I'm not the president of Black people. I'm the president of everybody. So sit down, Pookie. That's what he was saying. And then when Trump tweets out something, now we all need to fight for him. No, I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. That's true. That's how I feel. I also feel Wesley Hunt is a sellout. I mean, he really is. I won't give anybody a pass on using, cartoons of apes to depict Black people. Come on, man, that's obviously not good. You don't have to give Trump a pass on that. Even though he didn't make the cartoon, he said he didn't know it was in there, whatever. But Joy Reid's response to it, what they got into about the hairline, I'm looking at Joy's hair like, what's up with your hairline? But see, we can't say that. Look, I don't know. I just put this in because once again, I have no problems with African podcasts, the 154. Congratulations on the podcast. I hope it does well. Talking down to Black Americans as if it's no difference and as if we are all see things the same way as Africans. And if we don't, it's us that need to change. No, I don't think so. No. Say for a couple handfuls of Blacks that went to Ghana last year, we're pretty much a self-contained group. Last thing, someone said, I saw in a comment under my video, someone said something like, Tim, well, I'm glad y'all giving Godfrey, the business because that's what he get always trying to stick up for Black Americans. They let them know they don't care about him. And I was thinking, no, that's not really true. It's not that we don't care about Godfrey. Godfrey's a talented dude. That's not the point. But Godfrey panders to Black Americans. And it's obvious, and some of us have been seeing it for a long time. He's a panderer. But panderers don't mean well. They're self-serving. So that's my issue with Godfrey. And I can see through this shit. He talks mess about Stephen A. Smith. He's Stephen A. Smith. He just ain't running for nothing. He's doing the same thing. He's pandering in order to be able to build up a following, in order to increase his opportunities. Why else would he be with Joy Reid and Don Lemon? Y'all don't see that play? Are we going to be goofy and not recognize that there are all types of people that you could be rocking with? Why would you be rocking with Don Lemon? Why would you be rocking with Joy Reid? Why? There's only one reason. I see a corporate, a establishment Democrat move. And that's nothing but a turnoff to me, right? I see through it. I see that for what it is. No. I'm calling it out for what it is because it's glaringly obvious. Next thing you know, it's going to be with Roland Martin. It's all establishment shit. Those people are not going to push back on the Democrats. And if I got to keep saying it, I will keep saying it to people that are new, because maybe you never heard it. Democratic Party does not mean black. It also doesn't mean unions or labor. It means corporations. The Democratic Party does not fight for black people. It fights on behalf of a white organization that's mostly run by white folks and a few black faces in high places. But at the end of the day, the objectives are the same. Take money out of your pocket, put it in theirs. That's it. They get more, you get less. That's Democrats and Republicans. The sooner we wake up to that, the sooner we got a chance to push back on the nonsense. But shout out to the 154 podcast. I wish them well. Let's hope they continue to have conversations, and maybe they should focus on what they could do to bridge the gap. Maybe it's on their side of the ball. Maybe they're the ones with the issues. I mean, they're the ones that benefit from coming over here. They're the ones that benefit from enmeshing themselves in black culture. Nothing wrong to say that. That's just the way it is. They're the beneficiaries of what we do. It's not the other way around. And as long as that's the case, put some respect on our name. That's all. It ain't too much to ask. They do it if they were talking about anybody else. And by the way, since someone brought this up, yeah, like that corny guy Plies, start noticing how they talk to Latinos. And notice how Plies talk with a lot of humbleness, humility in his voice when he was talking to Latinos. But when he talks to black Americans, he talks like he's talking to garbage people. Like he's talking to people that don't matter. And see, you'll hear Godfrey say he want to call out Wesley Hunt. He won't call out Plies for being disrespectful as hell, because they're part of a team. The D.L. Hughley, the Godfrey, the Joy Reid, the Don Lemons, they're part of a team. And they're going to back each other up and support one another as they continue to grift. They're the grifters, not us. They're the grifters. It's our job to call out the grift. Implies you can shut your goofy ass up. We see through you. The only person you influence are morons. That's it. Here another one. How you gonna have a degree and talk like you didn't get out of the 8th grade? Cosplay. Say cosplay bullshit. 48-year-old man talking like he's 26. It's fucking insulting, man. And then to think they actually want to pretend that we don't see through it, like they put on this air like we can't see, like we don't know. No, we know, Plies. Godfrey, I see through you, dog. You're not the worst, but I see through you, and it's disappointing. That's it. As soon as I heard him kissing ass, talk about Don Lemon's really great, I'm like, oh my God, they got him. He's gone. Like, as soon as I saw that, I knew it was over. I was like, I said he's done. He became Van Jones. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. All right, next. Let's keep it moving, guys.
You know, but
Even if you have that, you still got to get it shaved
there's
properly.
always
Make sure
something
you don't
off.
get nicked.
There's always something off about those. They're just
It's something.
about-
It's
He was about to go into his Elon Musk voice, but I
wasn't.
I want to say thank you
I just
so
went
much.
there.
Got one more thing. Okay, so I brought you guys, and you guys are going to have to share this. I apologize. I didn't bring it up. So you guys have to fight it out. So first I brought a mug,
Okay.
which I'm going to send a traditional one.
I'll win.
And I had to bring this because, and somebody can have the bag too. So I got 3 things. I had to bring y'all this. This is the one if you ever really want to piss off the right wingers.
Damn. Oh, wow. You have everything.
It has everything. Fuck Trump, ICE, free Palestine, free DC, unoccupied Chicago, free Portland, free Minnesota, Libertad Puerto Rico. We got free Congo. We got free Ukraine, free Sudan.
You know, how about just free Black America? Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, you know what? You don't even got to say that. How about just say free America? Yeah, like, you know, working, you know, people that aren't rich. You know, maybe we could do that. Like, she's got all these subgroups. Got like 30 subgroups. Half of them not even inside the country. It's just symbolism with these people. They really don't give a shit. It's just they're part of this thing where it's like you have to pretend to care. It's to get all the little check marks. Yeah, Ukraine, Palestine. Yeah, this thing. And what are they, like, what are they really doing? Like, what are you fighting for? How could you fight for 50 things? How? Who can do that? They're not fighting for anything. When you got 50 things on the list, you're not fighting for anything. So how about we just fight for our money to stay out of the pockets of the rich? I'm just saying, I'm just coming up with something. That'd be pretty unifying, right?
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.